It has become part of our daily lives. Open a newspaper or turn on a newscast.
Spills, tank overfills, and leaks have created a petroleum lake 10 times the volume of the Exxon Valdez disaster.
You're likely to hear about some product or some activity which is dangerous to your health.
Even people who are motivated, in many cases, don't have what I'd call a vision of how it could be different if it were different.
Our country has been deteriorating, and everywhere we look, there are major problems that you and I, as the owners, must solve.
As some people would say, there aren't any real solutions.
A 7-year-old boy was caught in the crossfire while playing outside.
Violence has to stop. Because I'm tired of our young brothers and sisters dying. It has to stop.
If America loves children, it has a strange way of showing it.
We have an infant mortality rate of an underdeveloped nation.
Kids are growing up exposed to sex in ways unheard of a generation ago.
Really, they have no solutions.
And I think we're going to set up children who really don't care about their world. I think our society is in deep trouble.
I'm hearing, number one, that we've got an enormous problem on our hands, and on the other hand, that we're not that far away from a solution.
Vice President Gore unveiled a new technology plan which promises federal money for information superhighways, a vast electronic network which eventually could deliver voice, video, and computer data to every American home.
It's information highways and digital libraries that are important to a nation's ability to create lots of good new jobs.
Over the next few years, we're going to see a whole new generation of products that go beyond Nintendo and provide some kind of really meaningful interactive experience over television.
Have you got a prediction for us, UNIVAC?
In the future, researchers think we'll be using 3D imaging in everyday life, from interactive textbooks that allow students to really take a look at history, to three-dimensional memos that will let you show co-workers what it is you're talking about.
Families will find themselves doing things in front of the television that they never would have dreamed of a few years ago.
This is NBC Nightly News.
I think everything is entertainment now, and I think even when we're just talking about news, news has become entertainment.
And we've had episodes, the coup in Russia, the Desert Storm War, Tiananmen Square in China, and others that all show the enormous impact of television on government decision-making.
All the candidates, Clinton, Bush, and Perot, bypassed the traditional media, opting instead for face-to-face politics in town hall forums and the TV talk shows.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You ask the things that are important to you, or the things that you think that are important to us. We got a chance to ask the things that were important to us, and we got an answer, a total answer. We didn't get something that was analyzed, edited, or abbreviated by somebody else. And to me, that was very important.
Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, caller, you had a thought?
In particular, some talk shows only present conflict, and at the end of a show in particular, I feel like I'm sitting there frustrated because nothing was brought to a resolution. Both sides are at each other in very much the same way as they were at the beginning of the show.
Short of an execution, what would you suggest as something new that could be done in a talk show that hasn't been done?
There's a war on, and it's affecting our kids. It's about drugs and guns and gangs. It's being fought in the streets of every city in America. And too often, kids are doing the dying and the killing. But we can't just hide in fear behind locked doors and expect it all to stop. We have to get involved in our communities.
But the only solution, you're going to have to get out there. People got to get out there and, help combat this crime that we have.
We've got to band together to do something about the children of America and their families and give them a chance to grow in a constructive way.
Oh, I'm wondering what you think is the long-term price, though, of these young people not being plugged in, not feeling trust, and not feeling communication with the mass media.
Well, I think it's a problem for all of us.
I don't know. I was stumped to the end of the show. Maybe you can solve it.
To try to fashion solutions
can be very, very useful in broadcasting.
Even within an entertainment program.
Tonight, 1-800-BE-HEARD.
I don't doubt that the leadership does have a role in the problems that exist, but at the same time, we're ignoring that grassroots level where there's some very real solutions that are being implemented.
We all have a role to play. It's not a black problem, it's not a white problem. It's a human problem.
Our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's futures. And we are all mortal.
The John Doe idea may be the answer, though. It may be the one thing capable of saving this cockeyed world.
In Anacostia and in places all over this country, you see people coming together, building coalitions to solve the problems, and the problems are starting to be solved.
I think we're all heroes if you catch us at the right moment.
Lift up your eyes upon this day breaking for you. Give birth again to the dream. Women, children, men, take it into the palms of your hands. Mold it into the shape of your most private need. Sculpt it into the image of your most public self. Lift up your heart. Each new hour holds new chances for new beginnings.
Last night here we broadcast our internet address, and we've already received more than 1,500 comments from viewers across the U.S. and a dozen countries around the world. Here now a sampling from Oklahoma City. Billy Wayne Hunter messages us, technology has a place, as do the qualities of the human spirit. I hope both can find a place in the world of tomorrow.